Hi, I'm Steve Chater with TCT Property Management Services, and we are the resource for people building financial security with real estate. Thanks for visiting with me today. We're going to be talking about the market update for June 2021. We believe knowledge is power, and we want to give you the knowledge so that you can make the right decisions with regard to your investing. So, as you know, we are the co-authors of the national best-selling book Hold, and Hold is about the safe and secure strategy for real estate investing. And of course, if we're going to do it safely, if we're going to do it securely, if we're going to do it the right way, we need to know the market and what's going on. That's why we're talking today. And so this is what we look at. We watch the local economy, we watch the real estate values, the rental rates, all of the things, the interest rates, all of these things that are important to you as the investor in deciding how to best manage that investment. So let's just take a look at what's happening in Arizona. And we are one of the largest or fastest growing as far as price appreciation. The value of your property has been going up in Arizona faster than most parts of the country. And there's a reason for that. People are moving here. And there's a reason why people are moving. We'll get into that in a minute. But North American Van Lines has this map here that just shows most of their people are moving, or most of their moving is coming out of California. They're coming over to Arizona, New York, all the northeastern states, going to Texas, going to Florida, coming to Arizona. People are moving in to Arizona, and that's why we're growing so quickly. In fact, when you look at our population growth, we grew 4 times faster than the national average. Here's Arizona, and here's the national average. And so we had the second fastest population growth in the United States. And again, that contributes to increase in property values. So here's an interesting quote. As of March 2021, the Arizona labor force is actually larger than it was pre-COVID or pre-pandemic. And interestingly, we have jobs that are here. People are moving here for the jobs. The companies are moving here to Arizona. So congratulations to you for being an Arizona real estate investor. Here's a reason why property values are going up, and it's because we have a shortage. Our population has been increasing, so if you look over the last 20 years, we've gone from about 3 million to 5 million people. Almost 2 million people added to our population, but our housing hasn't grown. Not at the rate of the population. This gap is getting larger and continuing to get larger as the home builders are struggling to build enough houses. Now, some people say we're in a bubble. We're not in a bubble. Here's where we were in the bubble. That's when the housing growth was over these years from 2000, 2006. We're building way more houses than what the population growth is. Well, we switched that back in 09 and 10, and now the population's growing faster than the housing units. That's why prices are going up. One of the reasons. And so even if you look at how many houses we've been building, and this is as of the end of February each year, and you can see that back in the bubble, we were building almost 8,000 new homes. We dropped way down, and now we're still not even back up to where we were at that point. And it's going to take 3, 4, 5, maybe even more years to catch up to the demand with single family homes. Now, but where are they going? They're moving into apartments. And while we're building lots and lots of apartments here, where people want to be is in the single family homes. So Wall Street is actually building single family homes out here, not to sell, but to rent. So the other thing is that the price of the commodities to build the house, the copper, the concrete, the lumber, they've been going up. Look at the increase in the lumber prices as we've gone along. Just since 2020, they've jacked up. The housing prices are going up along with it, which just shows you that real estate is a great investment to have when inflation's going up. And that's what we're experiencing now, is inflation going up. But even though property prices are going up, and these green lines here show the average price of property properties. If we look at December of last year, our average price was $320,000. If we look at April of this year, we're at $362,000. That's up $42,000. Property values are going up. Yet if we look at how much it costs to own the property, the monthly payment has only increased by about $200 per month. And some people pay that much for DirecTV. Since 2018, the price of owning the property has been relatively stable, going up slowly, while the price of the property has been going up significantly faster. So why is the affordability there? Well, it's pretty obvious. The interest rates have been coming down, so it makes it easier for people to qualify. It makes the monthly payments less. And by the way, if you've not refinanced yet, now is the time, because the Fed's looking at, do we need to, we're going in inflation, do we need to raise the rates? Our unemployment is better than the national average. What does that mean? That means we got people coming, but they got jobs. And so that's great for our economy and for the investors. And in the meantime, you own a property, I own property, and what we've seen is we have seen property values. So if you look at back 2000 to 2014, we were averaging around $1,100-$1,200 a month for rents. We have now gone to almost $2,000. That's the median. That means half are above and half are below. So we need to talk. If you haven't raised your rent significantly, now is the time, because the market is doing extremely well. The stock market's been doing great. As of June 9th, the Dow Jones Industrial average is 34,000. But many people are looking to say, well, what do I do? Because I'm not sure it's going to keep going that way. And so they've been pulling their money out and purchasing investment properties, and 15% of all of the sales that are happening in our area are investor sales. Now, the properties that are not for sale are the properties that the Wall Street hedge funds are building right now. And they're building entire subdivisions in Phoenix, Arizona, not to sell. You can't buy one. They're building entire subdivisions of single-family homes for rent. Why? Because our prices have been going up. And by the way, I don't expect this to continue at this rate here. This is crazy, but we expect it to taper off, and so the rate of growth will more or less mirror the inflation rate at some point in time, especially as if affordability gets affected. Median size of the homes, well, we've come down from a little under 1,700 square feet to a little over 1,600 square feet. But the median size, the sweet spot for rental properties, right there around 1,600 to 1,800 square feet. Once again, in our market prices, over half of the properties, 56% of the properties that sold for more than the asking price, and they've sold for $15,000 on average more than the asking price. And so the market is hot. Inflation has been going along pretty steadily here. Now, this is the Consumer Price Index, and it's from the National Bureau of Labor Statistics at 2.6. But if you listen to the news today, we're running at about 5%. So again, your real estate is a great hedge against inflation. So let me just sum this all up, okay? We have a supply that's 78% below our normal seasonal level. Not enough homes available. Our demand is 8% above more people wanting the homes. 56% of the homes are selling over the asking price at $15,000. Now, this doesn't mean this is the time to sell. What this means is this is the time to continue to hold on. Lots of people thought last year was a great time to sell, and they left $100,000 on the table. And oh, by the way, the tenant pays off the mortgage for you. So if you want a confidential report, or if you just want to talk to us about how much equity do you have in your property, what is the strategy for continued growth in your property? Is it going up along with the rest of the market? And is it time to get something else? What's the current return on investment that you're getting? Because I'm going to bet you it's better than what you're getting from your mutual funds. So anyway, And so, TCT, thank you. Thank you for being a part of the TCT family. We are the resource for people building financial security with real estate, and we're happy to talk with you about your investment, how to maximize that investment, and making sure that we've got the rents up to where they need to be. Okay, see you next time.